6 from iKonik, and today I'll be bringing you our most recent war recap. This is War 98, and this one, not a lot to talk about, uh, quite frankly. 69 to 2. This was what we've been calling a loser's loot war. We've seen this before. It's where a clan basically uh, loses on purpose. Um, they're a farming clan, not a war clan, and there's a little bit of a system where you can basically farm during war even though you lose. So what they did was when the war started, it's down now, but they posted in their bio, they said, hey, iKonik, we want to lose on purpose. Let's talk about it. And they sent people over, or we went over there, and what they did was they agreed to basically do this, is leave their top several bases completely unprotected. The town hall's over there, as are all the storages. So easy loot for everybody. They asked that we did the same with our top two bases. So everyone on their team got 1 star. So they get the loot bonus, as you can see here. They all got the 1 star. On the same top two bases. They all got the storages, and even though they lost the war, that's still, I believe, 30% of the total loot available, and then the loot that they get out of the storages as well, which at Town Hall 10s can be relatively significant. So they'll probably end up making between like 300, 400k golden elixir. Not bad, since they had zero investment, basically. They barched for the stars. They did not fill their clan castles with any troops, so they ended up making some good profit out of that. Um, my thoughts on that strategy are basically, if you're in a farming clan and that's what you want to do, all right, it's your clan. You guys can lose on purpose if you want. Um, I don't want to be in a clan that does that. I like being in a war clan, and war clans try to win wars. Um, we've seen it a couple times before. Um, I think if we started seeing it a lot, it would become frustrating. I like the challenge of wars. If we saw it like 20% of the time, I think it would be a little annoying. But thankfully, we don't see it all that often. So 98 wars, I think we've seen it twice, maybe 3 times. So pretty low percentage. Um, so because of what these guys did, I'm not going to show you any replays from this war. I just don't really consider this a legitimate war because they did not fill any of their clan castles. Um, there's nothing to be proud of on beating up on a base that has no clan castle troops, in my opinion. Um, and also, the replays that I show you from these wars, it's not just like a pat on the back, self-congratulatory, review of what we did. It's I show you replays that I think are either going to reinforce positive habits that we have, or show you cool new things that we can do. And I just don't know what you will learn from watching an attack on a base that doesn't have a clan castle filled. That's such a huge part of attacks and such a huge part of figuring out how to take down a war base. I just don't think we're going to learn a lot from watching these replays. So it'll just be a quick one. Just kind of talk about the state of the clan at this point instead. We're coming along nicely. As far as our clan goes, in my opinion, we are now a little more than halfway through level 2 of our clan perk level, so we're getting close to 3. Donation refund is going to kick in pretty soon, and we're going to get some extra war loot. That'll be nice, since we win a lot of wars. 10%, that'll add up, and the donation refund too. That's huge. After that, I believe it's maybe like another 1300, 1400 XP, and then we'll hit level 4. So we'll get there hopefully soon enough. I'm hoping within maybe 2 months, we'll be at level 5, where that huge bonus kicks in with that donated troop upgrade. Face of the clan is changing a little bit. We have a lot of new members. At this point, the last wave of new members, like Tobin and Toe and Kriegel and Tycho, they're established and they're fitting in really well and putting up some good attacks. And now we've got a new wave of members. So looking forward to seeing what they can do. Warren just came up from iKonik Origins, I believe. Zabato is a new one. Land Tripper just came up from Oranges. Oranges. Why am I trying to say oranges? Origins, as I believe Hassan did as well. And Scuba Steve, however we're going to say that. My apologies, but I'm not sure how you say your name yet. Came over from Exogenesis. If you remember Exogenesis down there, that was the clan that we warred against twice. And he decided to come on over to our clan and see what it was like being in a little more of a hardcore war clan. So looking forward to seeing what the new members can do and where we go from here. So the iKonik family is starting to stabilize a little bit. We've got iKonik Warriors and iKonik Origins, and while Origins was a little bumpy earlier, I think it's kind of gelled a little bit and is turning into a nice clan on its own. They are undefeated in war, which is pretty cool to see. And there's a lot of kind of back and forth between the two clans, and it's starting to work out pretty well as a feeder / sister clan. So anyways, that's all I really wanted to talk about this recap, you guys. Sorry, no replays, but I just didn't really see the point in glorifying 3-star attacks that are going up against bases with their pants down. Oh my god! And speaking of bases with their pants down, I do want to show you this base. This is probably the funniest troll base I've ever seen. Very creative, nicely done. Skeptic giraffe, however you're gonna say your name. That was pretty funny. I had a good laugh out of that when I saw that. So definitely worth fitting into the recap. So anyways, that'll do it for the recap this time, you guys. Keep up the great work, iKonik. We are already matched up with new clan, Threshing Floor. Just from glancing over their bases so far, it looks like a pretty good matchup for us. So hopefully War 99 will be another victory as well, and then we are only a couple days away from starting our 100th war. So alright, gonna be pretty awesome. Alright, so until next time, you guys, keep on clashing. This is Turn 56 from iKonik. See you later.